Hey, it's the Bennington Show Monday. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
I'm Ron Bennington. We got the Knack right off the bat today. Probably one of the most hated bands of all time.
You think that's true?
Oh, I know it's true.
What are they so hated for?
They were the Nickelback of their era. They were considered posers.
I had no idea that they had that kind of reputation then. Because it's like, that's just like the most classic power pop song.
That song. Yeah. And then you got out of that song. And people were, I think the critics were furious that they had a hit song too. That you couldn't get out of your head once you heard it. They also, and this can hurt, they weren't a very attractive power pop band. You gotta have an attractive front guy.
That makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
And certainly sets you up for a one-hit wonder. Like, you might luck out.
And they were also very, Oasis cocky when they came out. They were like, we're probably better than the Beatles. You know, like they were doing the whole, like, what the Replacements later did and people loved.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But they
like,
could pull that off, though. Like, they deserved it.
The attractive frontman. Always helps. All right, it's the Bennington Show. We're going to make this Power Pop week. Nothing but Power Pop.
Nice.
All
I'm
week
glad.
long. And we're going to be giving out some tickets to see Daniel Tosh. This is a really a big tour Daniel Tosh is doing. Now, I got a pair of tickets in Knoxville, Tennessee, at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum on April 21st. And then another one in Orlando, CFE Arena in Orlando. So it's 844 Rock God. 844 Rock God. We have your chance to win a pair of tickets. The Tosh Point Show on campus with Daniel Tosh this Friday, April 21st at the Knoxville Civic Arena. If you can be in Knoxville, Tennessee, this Friday, April 21st, this is your chance to attend this special event. So that's 844 Rock God. 844 Rock God. And Gail, we've got a pair of Orlando tickets.
Yes, the pair of tickets in Orlando is going to be next Tuesday, April 25th at the CFE Arena in Orlando. If you can be in the Orlando area on Tuesday, April 25th.
All right, so give us a call if you want a pair of tickets right now. One pair is in Knoxville that goes to one winner, and another pair in Orlando, Florida. If you can be at those locations, 844 Rock God, 844 Rock God. Today in Washington is the big Easter egg roll. Everybody's rolling Easter eggs with the Trump family.
Yes, I didn't see any of it, but I just saw people tweeting photos of Trump standing next to a giant Easter bunny, and it was like a very surreal, like, is that really happening right now?
This is going on for 139 years. Melania's going to tell you all about it. It's a very special day. And Barron's here since he's a child, too. But a very tall he's taller than he was when the election happened. I mean, Melania is 5'11", and he's taller than her. And he's 10.
That's the thing is, like, when you get a kid about that age in the White House, like, you're going to see the full growth spurt. Like,
yeah, but you'll never see a growth spurt the way this kid's going. This kid, honestly, in my opinion, should be under the boards right now. If I was making a choice, I'd draft this kid right now. I'm not saying first round, but if I was an NBA team, I'd draft him in the 4th or 5th round.
You know, I want to fact check something because I saw this tweeted out today and I was not sure if it was real, but it was, who's the youngest Trump daughter who just like Tiffany?
Young Tiffany Trump.
So somebody had posted that she had wrote either on her Instagram or Facebook this thing of like, Jesus watch over Donald Trump, not dad, but Donald Trump, you know, protect him
was
from
it at
the evil.
Donald Trump though?
No, she didn't. She
just
called Donald Trump and she's like, protect him from the evildoers. And then she had a photo of Trump like being cuddled by Jesus in the Oval Office.
All right, I'm
going to
say Photoshop. He didn't really get Jesus' arms.
No.
That's a Photoshop.
No, I mean, I'm not sure if she really posted this, like, very peculiar
You can't believe
message.
anything.
That's why I was like, I would like to know the truth. Was this actually on her social media? Because it's a very strange image. And like, it's kind of funny because like Jesus is holding Donald Trump, but he's just dead armed at his side and kind of leaning in. And it's very...
Why is Jesus so much taller than Trump? Trump is like 6'2", 6'3". That would put Jesus at 7'1". Jesus is going to be fucking in the paint when I'm trying to teach young Baron how to fucking go.
And then that's the thing is like, you know Trump doesn't like when people are taller than him.
That's definitely Photoshopped. That never happened.
She has to fill him with your spirit and help him to...
That can't be real. We want to know if it's real or
I
not.
just want to Snopes this. I don't want to report fake news.
I believe it's fake news.
But I saw people sending it out there.
I don't trust people.
No, they're so untrustworthy.
Bum, 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 bum.
I think it's real. I think she really posted it.
Based on what?
Is it on her real social media account that you see it?
On the Tiffany Trump Facebook, yeah.
Did she draw it, or did somebody do it for her?
Did she commission this work?
Tiffany is kind of my favorite Trump.
Yeah, she's
great. I like the outside daughter thing.
Yeah, I like that she's like a little bit black sheepish in the way that she's like, she doesn't seem to be in the inner circle of the family business.
Can't. You don't. I mean, first of all, she just got out of college.
Right.
And she's going for a law degree, so she's in law school. So in any other family, she'd be the full tilt white sheep. But, you know.
Yeah, for whatever reason. She's on the outskirts.
Well, she lives on the other side of the country. She's not on the outskirts. No one is ever mad at her. But she lives in California and grew up in California.
But clearly she has warm feelings of wanting Jesus to hold him and embrace him. I just wish he would hug back is the only thing I got from that.
I don't know. Maybe he was upset at the time of Jesus. I don't.
He's really depressed.
And is that like little clouds all under Jesus' feet?
Dry ice.
Okay.
No, that's Jesus magic. He doesn't just like...
I don't know.
I don't know. I have followed Jesus since I was a kid and never heard of there being small clouds at his feet and or dry ice. Now, I did have the opportunity to see Deep Purple when I was a child, and they never got rid of the dry ice. We're just like 9 songs in, and there's still dry ice going on. You're like, at a certain point, I can't see the show. Slow down the dry ice. Get some wet ice in there. All right, so we gave out those tickets to Daniel Tosh.
Also, those are no purchase necessary to win. Just let everyone know that.
I don't have that on my sheet, though.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was a typo that I had to correct.
How is it a typo if it doesn't appear? A typo is if you type something and it didn't come out.
Oversight is what it was then.
Okay. Because you always jump in like I'm an idiot and I didn't say no purchase necessary. Like all the other games. Like if you hear me say you're a winner, you got to purchase something from me.
That prize closet's expensive.
Yeah. I want to try to, make sure I get a little taste. Why should I leave with nothing and you leave with a great pair of tickets? Bum, 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 bum. So did we retweet the Jesus and Donald Trump hugging?
Let's get the photo out there.
Vito put up a picture of Liz Hurley in a bikini, according to this. How's she looking?
She looks fantastic. She's held up so well.
Let me tell you, I think it was like 3 years ago she came in here. And they were like, hey, you want Liz Hurley come in? I don't even know what she was pushing, something I've never heard of before. I'm like, yes, I would. Yes, I would like to meet Liz Hurley. She was so fucking stunning that it was unbelievable.
It was distracting.
Yeah, I would imagine because she has that she looks like a painting. Well, she's not even like a real person.
But she locks onto you too. Like I really
she's
felt
warm.
She's incredibly warm and the eye contact stays.
See, that's intense because you kind of accept coldness from a true beauty.
Yes,
But if you like,
I would have gladly accepted coldness.
And she mentioned Susie and the Banshees, so I ended the interview with that and made her very happy, which then turned me to be happy.
I forgot that. Yeah, because she was like, when I was younger, I loved Susie and the Banshees. And we were like, yeah, baby.
we like Susie too.
Yeah, Susie's great. You kidding me? Yeah, and then when fucking Chris always does that. That's his producing thing. That if somebody mentions like a band, he ends with them, and they always love it.
It's like a fire on the mountain kind of situation. That's when you're at your best.
That was, you know what? He's trying to repeat that moment his whole life. But, you know, the thing is about Liz Hurley, she probably called Susie and the Banshees. Susie and the Banshees there. I got some radio playing the USA today. It's happening again. I love Susie. Hated the Banshees. Hated them.
She didn't need them.
No.
This is my solo work without the Banshees. They're so screamy.
Bum, 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 bum. I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now. I am not sure. Hopefully we'll bomb Korea while we're on the air today, and I'll have something I can go to all day.
The nuclear holocaust.
On their side, not on ours.
Yeah, they can't.
Although the people in Hawaii are making plans, they're nervous. That's what you get for living closest to North Korea. I try to live as far away from North Korea as I can.
Because, like, it's very easy for us on the mainland to be like, we're out of their blast zone. They'll never reach us.
I heard that when they blew up Hawaii, the people in Koreatown were jumping up and down and cheering.
I was there.
We should go after them.
I saw them.
Saw them with my own two eyes. Oh, man. Tax day fight. I'm looking at that from yesterday. We need to coup out, everybody. Coup out. This could be the greatest night of the summer. Bum, 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 bum.
Did you guys watch April the Giraffe over the weekend?
No.
I had been following that live cam for like the last 2 months.
It's been going on for months, yeah.
And was so lucky, woke up in the morning, turned it on, two little hoofs sticking out of a giraffe hoo-ha.
Oh, it was a breach?
I think that's the way they do it.
Oh my God, a breach.
So they do like, there was like front hoofs, then head, and then he just had like the drop of a lifetime falling out of a giraffe vagina.
I wish that the neck would just all come down to one time.
Neck first.
Here's what annoys me, though, right? That baby giraffe started walking around right away. What is wrong with human babies? That we're the most helpless fucking mammals that there are.
For so long, too. Like, for a ridiculous amount. Like, I was watching this little giraffe within 15 minutes was like trying to get up. Like, half hour in, he's like kind of like falling on his ass. 40 minutes in, he's just walking. He's just like walking around. It's not a big deal.
Now imagine this for a moment. I read you a news story where a baby starts walking around after 40 minutes. We're fucking calling this like the super baby. You know, this is another dry ice Jesus. And you're not even, and it's nothing if a giraffe does it.
No, it's just normal.
I fucking can't stand human babies. They're an embarrassment.
It really is weird. But then here's the thing. They do that, and then a couple months in, human babies just surpass them forever.
A couple months?
Well, like a year.
I'm going to say after kindergarten. And it depends on passing them in what. I mean, most of the time, we can never beat them up. You know what I mean?
True. Maybe not fighting skills.
Well, then what are we good at? The internet? Come on, babies.
I say a 9-year-old's equal to a giraffe. Because a 9-year-old can use a gun to take the giraffe out.
It's not.
Use a gun. That's fucking cheating. That's literally cheating.
That's all we got is technology on our side. Otherwise, if it's just nature, we're just weak and shitty. I mean, man is screwed. Animal will take us out quick.
Why are you just repeating the things that I just said moments ago? First you added a gun. I go, well, it's cheating. And then you back. You actually looked at the transcript and read my line back to me. Look, here's what I'm saying. What I want mothers to do, have your baby on some sand the way the giraffes do.
Yeah.
Walk out of the room. And I bet within 40 minutes, 2 hours at the latest, that baby gets up and walks to find out where the tit milk is.
You think the coddling is the issue?
Coddling is the issue. All right? Coddling is the issue. If we just walk away from them, they will have to get up. I'll say we can do this within 2, maybe 3 generations.
And I think part of the help is that just birthing from the standing position. Drop them right out. Let the world just like smack it right out of them.
Or do what the dolphins do, just have it in the pool and the baby just starts swimming its ass off. Looks like a little torpedo. I love anything when a baby dolphin is born because it looks like it shoots out and then that baby just starts swimming from jump.
Yeah, like they're immediately look like they're having fun.
Don't get me wrong. A 9-year-old could shoot that baby in a heartbeat. All right, hold on. Dan in Florida wants to school us on this shit. Dan.
Hey, guys. So there's 2 evolutionary reasons why we aren't born fully developed. First, since we walk upright, our pelvis has evolved to be a little bit smaller, so we have to be birthed earlier in the process. And also, when animals are birthed, like, more fully developed, we actually come out a little bit less developed and we can't walk, but that allows us to grow outside of the womb. And it's one of the reasons why they think we have more intelligence, because we're actually developing our brains with more external stimulus.
Yeah, but I'd rather keep that baby in there for 2-3 years and then let it drop out and start working on stuff day one.
I mean, maybe that is part of the problem because I think April had that little giraffe cooking for like 17 months or something.
I wouldn't mind doing that in this country.
It's just like getting them like really developed in there.
You know, when the United States was at its best, we were holding them babies like 13, 14 months before we gave birth. All right? That was Ben Franklin's mom. Right. Ben Franklin came out wearing fucking glasses. He was running a newspaper. He invented electricity. He wrote like a really kind of bunch of fun little books and stuff like that, like Poor Richard. He did that all before the age 6 months.
I bet he didn't even get any participation trophies either.
I don't know why a kid should get a participation trophy. There's winners and there's losers. And you're best off to learn that when you're 6.
What about a loser's trophy? If we just call it a loser's trophy, would that make it better?
If we chain it to them. We chain it to them and make them walk it around. I'll tell you, I don't know whether you guys are Friday Night Tights fans, but the Pittsburgh year is out. And people in Pittsburgh are worse parents than the people in Texas.
How?
No, you wouldn't believe it. They are fucking ape shit. And they make these children play hurt. They make these children responsible for turning down the steel town that died. They put a lot of fucking heat on these kids. I think it's Beaver County, Pittsburgh. And they're like telling the kids, Mike Ditka graduated from here. And they're just running through.
Right.
Revis Island came from here.
Oh, shit.
They just go through everything. And you're looking at these kids and I think 99% of them are no talent. They might as well put them in jail right now. They might as well give them a crack pipe and put them in jail. These are not walking giraffes, right? These are fucking human participation trophies. All right, this is very funny. I'm reading this one. Sounds live. They're talking about the Easter egg roll thing and giving away Daniel Tosh tickets. Yes, we are live.
I didn't predict April the giraffe birth this weekend.
It would have been great if you did.
Really impressive.
Now that's stuck in my fucking head.
I know. And they're like, they're treated like chumps by the rest of the world. They got that one great song.
They were
Give them that.
wonders. You know, nobody was getting into that Good Girls Don't, But I Do think. That wasn't fucking happening. And then they called their album, But the Little Girls Understand. You know what I mean? You're just like, come on, dude. You don't have that fucking thing yet. But the guy who's was the lead guy in the band, I can't think of his name right now, but his brother was the one who represented Dr. Death. He was a lawyer, a Michigan lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was Dr. Death's guy. Vito's looking it up for me. Go ahead, Vito. Read me off the name within seconds. Like a baby giraffe coming out of his mother.
Is it Burton? Burton?
No, it's not Burton.
Burton Aver?
No.
The Wikipedia page put everybody in past members, which makes it really difficult.
Look for the founding member of the band. This is all he knows is Wikipedia. This is an entire participation trophy.
Doug Fieger?
Yes, of course. How does he beat you?
Because he had all that time where nobody was paying attention to him for once.
No, you weren't. The only thing that I was mad about is that he didn't leave you fucking lingering out there.
I would have had it in seconds.
No way.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Guess what? You know what else is on the tip of your tongue? The fact you're not going to Austin with us.
That's not fair.
I need the info quick, okay? I need the info fast.
It's not the kind of mistakes that can happen in Austin.
It won't happen on vacation.
Bob in New Jersey. Bob.
Buddies, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, speaking of coddling our babies too much, I heard in, I think one of the Koreas, probably South, they don't use diapers. They just make their kids shit and piss in their pants, and they're potty trained within like 3 to 6 months.
Well, first of all, then we'd have to fucking wash out little shitty and pissy jeans. It's not worth it.
It seems like you're the one who's losing here.
Yeah. I don't know whether, even like in the old cloth diaper days, washing them was a fucking nightmare, and we used so much more water than we do now.
Yeah. I know there's like a trend of people like getting back into cloth diapers, saying that it's environmentally friendly.
Yes, that was the short age of the hipster, which I now believe has passed us. And we just call all hipsters millennials instead of hipsters.
Yeah. It was like there was a time that it was like the opposite, like anybody who was young was a hipster. And I'm like, how's that person a hipster? And now you're right. I mean, I think the bubble burst in Williamsburg. Just became too much. I think
people just got tired of trying to fucking figure out everything that makes you a hipster or not, and they go, good, guess what? You're all millennials. We fucking hate you all. There's never been a generation hate it the way the millennials are.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. There is like an unnecessary amount of anger towards them.
To me, it's a necessary amount. These non-giraffes take forever to get going.
Because we coddled them so.
And they've completely ruined movies. I tried to send the story to Vito to write up. He refused to do it today. But this fucking Furious 50 came out over the weekend. Worldwide, guess how much money it made?
$250 million worldwide.
I was going to say like 150.
It made $500 million. It made $190 million in Red China alone.
This is like the Too Fast, Too Furious kind of like one of those sequels?
Yes, The Fast and the Furious. They're not. Only one time were they too fast and too furious.
Normally, they dialed it back after that?
They understood that they don't need to amp it up that way.
They're like, hey, we're wild, but that was too crazy back then.
This is the first time that they've showed racing in space. They shot these things in space, and the cars themselves were racing in space. What? Yeah, it's fucking so good. But $190 million in Red China, and $500 million. I think it was $99 million in this country, because we used to just measure by this country.
Right.
No more.
No.
We are the smaller part. This is why movies suck. We're trying to make movies the people who don't speak English can understand.
We're a global society now.
And yet, that's not why we invented Trump. We invented Trump to put up walls around this country and then show our own movies on them.
Made $100 million here in the United States.
Okay, $100 million. Vito, you got nothing for me, and I even sent you the article to write up. Now, here's the deal. this Fast and Furious did the smartest thing everybody ever did. Their entire cast is minorities. It's just badass minorities.
Without Paul Walker anymore.
Yeah, Paul Walker was the white minority. We gotta, put somebody else in there. I'd like to see it be Barron Trump if it was up to me.
He's got the height.
He's got the height and he's getting the width. And he showed his taxes. He made $400 million last year.
What?
He was selling cookies after school. I mean, these kids, they're not like you when you're younger.
Yeah.
They grow up with business savvy.
Yeah,
okay?
it's in their blood.
Trumped the competition. I'm stuck with that in my fucking head right now. So yeah, Just Fast and Just Furious Enough came out and took over the entire world.
Before it came out, Vito was trying to tell me that this was to be the last one in the series, which is fucking crazy.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I never said that because they'd already agreed they were going to go at least up to 10.
No, I was the one who told you they're definitely making 10.
Trust me, I know more about The Rock's movie career than you.
First of all, I don't know why you guys have you turn it into a back seat of a fucking family vacation every time both of you start to talk, okay? Why? One of you is obviously the biggest liar who's ever lived.
Who is it?
That was an unnecessary thing to bring up out of nowhere.
It was an odd thing to say. I'm going to agree with Vito on this. There was no reason for you to bring up how dumb Vito is.
So you were... What?
I know he's dumb. Gail knows he's dumb. The listeners knows he's dumb.
What was your point that he said there would never be a Fast and Furious?
That this was going to be the last one. And then I told him before it had come out, they're definitely going to 10 at the very least. And then it comes out and makes $500 million, meaning there's no way they don't make at least another fucking 2 or 3 movies.
Yeah, but this is a conversation that never happened.
It definitely happened.
Yeah, none of this, it doesn't matter to us. The fact that you fucking thing one and thing two are fucking yelling at each other in their closet off us, why drag that on the air? What have we learned from this?
That Vito doesn't know shit about box office.
Oh
or the
my
movie
God.
industry.
You don't know producing or you wouldn't brought up this fucking unfun fact to everybody. Unfacts is what he brings.
Now I'm just concerned that you're making up things.
I'm not making things up.
You're like not living
You
in
are
reality
a fucking
anymore.
natural born liar and you're fighting with a boulder. There's no, even if I said, oh, Chris won, what would that have meant for you? He's a fucking palooka. He's not going to Austin with us.
All right, good.
I mean,
Don't
you know
let
why?
Chris's lies do
Because
that.
you go to Wikipedia and pick out fucking past members. Why would you even go look at the bottom of the page instead of what I guarantee you was in the first 2 lines?
Well, no, they put the members in like a box towards the top.
I understand. That's not what you're looking for. You would go to the first 2 lines, not trying to find where's the smallest part of this I can possibly get. The past members.
They're all past members.
Yes, the band is around.
I know, but I don't know why a website would do that. Put the list every single member as a past member.
Chris, is there an axe in here? Because I'm going to chop them up.
I have a sword. It's not an axe, but it is a sword. And
Did
it's
you
sharp.
try to sell that to Soder?
I'm gonna hit him
He
up.
was in the market for a sword.
yeah, he's an interested buyer.
Yeah, him and Vecchione together.
I'm gonna move the sword.
And I mean, that thing is, it's a pretty legitimate sword that you have just
By the way, I was at the
away.
stand this weekend. We opened the show with Sherrod and then Keith Robinson. And I was hosting, so I go like this to the audience. If you're anything like me, you're sick of seeing black guys. And you want to see a white guy up here, right? Vecchione took it as a sign of racism.
Interesting.
To use it against me with the audience, the liberal audience, of what I call libtards.
Mm-hmm. Now, what does that mean exactly?
It's a liberal special needs person.
Oh, gotcha.
We're saying there's no difference in the alt-right where I am right now. One of the alt-right guys said if they push Bannon out, he has so much trash on Trump that it's all going to come up. And one of the things that he mentioned was the sugar babies. Now, I don't think, when sugar daddies,
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's a sugar baby with him.
Oh, so a sugar baby would be somebody who's relying on him as a sugar daddy?
Well, first of all, a sugar baby is a sweet, tiny, delicious treat that has been forgotten about.
That gets stuck up in the molars.
I'm going to say this. A sugar baby, you can actually suck on it long enough to swallow. The tiny little nugget of sugar.
Just take them like pills.
Yes. And then it sugars up your belly. So I don't know whether he used that properly, but I do like the fact that if they attempt to push Bannon out, the alt-right goes apeshit.
Yeah, I would support them getting upset about it because he certainly has gotten, involved with two camps here.
I'm going to say this. Bannon is my favorite of the fucking group, and not just because he's ex-Sirius XM, but I do tend to be on the side of the career of anyone who's ex-Sirius XM. And East Side Dave. Anthony. That's it. Everyone else has been able to keep their job.
But I do feel like him being pushed out does feel like a loss for us.
Yes,
like
it's a loss for us because he's the most colorful character.
Yes. And, he's the dude who was going to hold him to all of the, the people that he was appealing
He's
to.
He's losing his hold, though.
Yeah.
He's losing his hold. Well, as soon as fucking Trump found out that the media likes when he blows shit up, he ain't going to stop now.
Yeah. He definitely has noticed it's a good way to distract from anything.
It works for me. I'll just start looking at that over everything else. I think about our beautiful weapons.
Oh, God.
Fucking Brian Williams.
That was like the most awkward, horrible moment.
The only thing that I like about Brian Williams is when his daughter got her ass eaten on that show.
Oh, I liked that too.
And I never saw that show, but that clip went around and I'm like, this fucking show looks good.
Yeah.
That GIF was spread everywhere.
What's her name?
Allison Williams.
Good.
Quick. Good job.
Look at this fucking
Like he was turned into his computer.
Seriously. By the way, do you have anything off the top of your head? Now I'm believing that you're the one who said that it's going to be the Furious 10.
He wasn't even sure of himself. He said, Allison?
I had an answer though, dude.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and it was correct, I believe.
I know it was. Deep in my heart, I know it was.
But yeah, I had the same experience with the ass eating. I didn't watch the show, but I've seen the clip, and I was very impressed with because immediately I wanted to read the article, like, how did they pull this off?
I think the show just ended.
Yeah,
they were all murdered.
Oh no!
Yeah, by the way,
dark.
I was watching Leftovers last night with our girl.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. This is a very, it's a bizarre fucking show. It's about life, death, God, the devil, heaven, hell. It's all out there for us. I'm going to say this. If they put that out in China, I think the Chinese would finally start to know what good movies are. Instead of thinking Fast and the Furious.
It's Too Fast and Too Furious.
Racing in space.
Are they really racing in space in this one?
Yeah.
They each went up. Each cool car went up in a spacecraft, and then they drove out. They opened the bay doors, and they drove out through space. It's never happened before in any movie, and they were all a different nationality.
I can see how that would appeal to a wide range of people.
Sure. As long as you're some version of brown, I like to watch you in a movie. Light brown, hopefully.
And like those movies are kind of like sexy too, right? Like they always have like foxy ladies.
Yeah, but there's no sex that takes place.
Oh, really?
No, like Michelle Rodriguez, I think, is one of the stars of the series.
She has a dick now.
What if she shows it off in the new movie?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Do
Chris.
you wonder? Why don't you ask Vito? He has all the answers while you're sitting there with your thumb up your butt.
He didn't know shit about the Knack, Ron.
I hate that term so much. I really, it makes
you just loved ass eating a moment ago.
Yeah, but I don't.
Make up your mind, God damn it.
But I hate when people say that. First of all, and like particularly when someone says it about their self, they're like, nobody tells me. I'm sitting there with my thumb up my butt, and you're like, why are you doing that?
Well, when you're waiting too long, you don't hear stuff. You start thinking.
I'm
You start thinking anal.
He has never understood.
All right, but here's the thing: slang is never literal. You can't sit there and think that the person actually had their fucking thumb.
But I still don't even understand the metaphor. Is what I'm saying. Like, why is that?
The metaphor is like
they're like an idiot. It's like, why is it that?
Yeah, it's like if you don't know where your right is, you're going to put your thumb up your butt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thanks for agreeing with me, Chris. That's unusual for you.
It's weird, right?
I see Anthony hanging around. I saw that he ran the board to start the show. Why'd you pull him off, Vito?
Oh, I'm gonna show him how to like go to break and how to do the stuff when you're actually like hitting the buttons.
Well, you know how much fucking time is in between there? He can be sitting at the board. I like him because he's a smiler during the show.
He is.
Where you just sit there fucking stone-faced killer.
Your thumb up your butt.
I'll say this, though. No, so you went and added it. Now you like it. Jen is also a nice smiler. Vito,
Yes.
on the other hand, nothing.
Yeah. And when Chris is in there, no smiles either. These two guys, stone face.
Oh, Chris will turn on the fucking mic to make himself laugh. Then he puts the mic back off again.
No,
That's the fucking lowest of the low, Chris. Seriously.
No, I see Vito in there all the time, howling in silence.
I don't press the button to laugh like some people.
Why not? You learn from your mentor. He is your mentor.
Technically, I am.
You see him as a mentor, don't you, Vito?
Sometimes.
Anthony, who's your mentor right now? You have to pick one.
Vito.
Damn it, Chris.
Oh my gosh.
All right, call Jen and we'll see who Jen's mentor is, too.
Hold on.
Anthony, you could come in here for a little while.
All right.
'Cause we haven't talked to you in a while. Come on in. Come on in with your night. Jen, be honest, totally honest. This is a shoot.
Okay.
Who's your mentor?
I almost said Chris just right away, honestly.
Is he your mentor, you think?
Is that the gut?
I would, yeah, that's my gut. My
Okay.
gut feeling.
Who's the intern today?
Connor.
Send Connor in. Not all the way in here, but to your mic.
Okay.
Connor,
Yes.
here's your question. You were in a soundproof booth. Who is your mentor?
Vito.
Okay.
Oh, that's bullshit, Connor.
You lost 2-1. No, 3-1.
Yeah.
No, 6-1.
Everyone's against you.
Some of these votes might be fake. Really getting worried about this. Might have been a fake election. I'm surprised that you lost that bet.
Yeah, I thought I'd have Connor on
I'm
my
also
side.
surprised that you had Jen, too.
Yeah, I know. She throws you a bone. You know what I mean? She really does.
I really thought she was going to pick Gail.
Yeah, I
You
was
hurt?
surprised.
Take her off Gail Beats Girls.
She's done.
You're out.
She's absolutely done. Yeah, I would have thought that I would have been I would have said, neither. Gail. I mean, for me, my answer would be Ron Bennington is my mentor.
I don't know why, because I don't know anything myself. My mentor, fate. I leave it up to fate, like a baby giraffe. All right, for some people are saying Trump costs too much money every time he goes to Florida.
Yeah, they're racking up the dollars, keeping tally of all these Mar-a-Lago trips.
I think it's like $21 million over 4 weekends.
Yeah.
And they're saying because it's his private business.
Yeah. And then I think that doesn't include the added security that is going on in New York. What's that?
Also for his family. The rest of the family, too, is gangster.
The family gets on the same fucking plane. It ain't costing anything extra.
No, but I mean, like the New York security, all that kind of stuff. That's added on.
Yeah.
A big price tag.
They used to go to Camp David in the old days, and that was, easy peasy. You take a fucking helicopter over.
Right.
And nobody can get in there. The security is there all the time. You don't have to just set up a perimeter.
Right. And yeah, exactly. It's already a lockdown thing. They're used to the zone.
Like, you know where you say he's going next weekend? Conan O'Brien's house.
What?
I guess Conan has a nice beach place. From what I understand, it's really on the inlet, not on the ocean at all. You ever do that with like a friend's like, hey, you want to come down to the ocean? You go there, and then you're like, you're on the inlet. Yeah, but it's like, and then we're right out into the ocean.
Yeah, but
you can take the car to the beach. I go, you can take the car to the beach from my house. What the fuck am I doing here? What kind of weird food do you make in the morning? What kind of bacon is this? It's not even, isn't the cheapest bacon there is? Don't you hate it? Don't you hate it?
Sucks.
If you used to stay at someone's house, they're like, what kind of cheap bread is this? This isn't even a brand bread. It's good and cheap.
I won't go outside of Boar's Head bacon. That's one of the few products that I'm like, I can't go off-brand.
Oh, there's plenty for me. You give me a non-Hellman mayonnaise, I'm fucking packing my bag and walking out.
Fuck that shit.
I'll even ask them in a restaurant. Using Hellman's, right? Not that fucking salad dressing thing. Where they can't even call it mayonnaise. You just see a little salad dressing at the bottom of it.
The whip. Miracle Whip.
Oh, God. That doesn't even exist for me. I'll break the goddamn jar and stab myself in the neck before I eat it.
Sir, we'll take the food away from you.
Dude,
Just kill me.
This guy on Leftovers last night, he takes the fucking plastic bag, he puts it over his head, and then he wraps fucking tape around it and just starts to breathe out and in real fast, so he's kind of knocking himself out. And I'm like, that looks like the way. You know what I mean?
Think so?
I didn't think so until last night.
That sounds like panic to me.
No, you just, and it fucks up the air in there, like it starts to make you nice and sleepy.
So then you get sleepy.
Yeah, then you knock out before you even choke to death. Or if you're sitting there with a belt around your neck, you're just like, oh my God, how long does this take? You know, 'cause it's not like your neck snaps like with a nice, hangman. And it's hard to get a hangman these days.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, compared to belt around the neck, I would agree that's probably a better way to go.
No, I'm talking to Sassy. She says on her drive home she's going to listen to your Gail Meets Girls.
Oh, that sweet thing.
But I think it's the last one, not even this newer one. I guess she can't keep up right now. She's like a week behind.
I know. She's a busy girl.
Yeah, she doesn't even, and that Gail Meets Girls, you guys bring up, hey, how come no one's ever bombed Syria? You know what I mean? It seems a little dated to me.
I mean, yeah, now, if I had known that then, I wouldn't have discussed it.
I always try to work off next week's news because I know a lot of people listen after the fact now. It's not like the old days. People are always going, I can't fast forward. No, I'm like, I don't know. Radio, like fucking 4 years ago, couldn't do anything. You just listened to it. You missed the show, you missed the show. Well, that was it.
That's the problem, is once, like, technology advances in a way, there's no going back. You're just like, well, now that I know this is possible.
I still have Netflix sending me DVDs. I go, I don't want to stream it. Just send me the DVDs.
Why would you like that?
It's better. You get it. It comes in the mail. It's like an exciting thing when you go to the mailbox. And then you get to put it in that little slot. That's cool. You know? You get to physically be involved with your content.
You get director's commentary.
Chris.
Yes, Ron.
It's not 1993, okay? No one does the commentary anymore.
It sucks.
That's because what are you going to have directed the director's commentary for? Too Fast, Too Furious? Oh, we decided to make some stupid choices here. We thought, how dumb can we make this movie? Hold on. Anthony, are you dating anybody yet?
No.
What are you waiting for?
You're such a
full-time job.
You're such a catch.
I make peanuts.
Yeah, but
we're gonna take her to Taco Bell.
Look, what about you and Jen together? You're both here every day.
I'm not. I mean, I'm here every day, but kind of, not really.
So you don't want to go out?
Days.
Oh, I'll go out with Jen, but I'm just saying I'm not really here every day.
You're saying,
I don't know if she's looking for a stable.
Like she's some thick-necked fucking niece of ours. She's a gorgeous girl.
It's a beauty.
She's out of your fucking league. Who are you to go, oh, I will, if I have to? No. She could have any prom date. She doesn't need you.
Oh.
She can actually choose which guy she dates.
Oh, yeah. Unlike Vito, who has to take any guy that comes along.
Don't date men.
You should. You'd have a better fucking chance. You're out there alone right now.
It's nice alone. It's nice over here.
That's not true, because
nice
you know, and that's a lie, Why? Because nobody likes friends and hanging out and conversation more than Vito. You're lying to yourself. You don't want to be alone.
Oh, no, I mean, like, I thought, like, relationship alone is different from alone, though.
What does that mean?
Like,
Clarify, please.
I'm not saying I want to just be by myself and not see friends and not do anything.
You have friends that won't blow you. That's your fucking problem right now. Maybe they are.
Never.
I have a feeling that they probably are. And that's why you're no hurry to get out there dating. And then Jen said she picks Chris over you.
That's right.
She did that to you twice. Mentor and date.
Yeah, I'm shocked by both of those equally.
Which one hurts more, though?
Then why don't you start, if you were smart, you get mean with her. You get angry until she has to go to HR. Like as soon as I turned down his advances, he started yelling at me.
I would never do
That's
that.
what, you're our Bill O'Reilly.
No, I'm not your Bill O'Reilly.
You should be.
And maybe start rapping or something.
Bill O'Reilly
Dressing.
raps?
No, I mean for Jen.
Oh.
Bill O'Reilly raps.
I'm very lost on that one. How did the rapping come in?
No, I'm saying if he was trying to impress her.
He couldn't impress her. She thinks he's disgusting.
That's hurtful.
I'm just
those
saying
are
what
her
she
words.
said.
Yeah. Pick me over you, dude.
Hey, did you have a date over the weekend?
Yes, I did. Over on Friday evening.
Where'd you go?
I went to a bar around here. The young lady lives in the neighborhood, actually. So
She lives in Midtown?
she lives in Midtown. It was very strange. Like, why do you live in Midtown? And she said, when I
At a
moved,
hotel? How?
she said she didn't know anything about New York when she moved here. So she's like, I just want to be in the middle of everything. So I moved to Midtown.
Oh my
How
God.
long ago was that?
4 months ago.
Where did she
Oh,
fucking
boy.
come from? Bumfuck?
California.
California?
California. by way of Hawaii. This is the Hawaiian girl who's not really Hawaiian.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this. So she lives in Midtown.
This is Midtown.
And you took her to what kind of a bar?
There's just a bar I've been going to, BXL. It's a Belgian restaurant / bar. It's actually pretty good.
I never even heard of this place.
I didn't hear about it either. I found it the night of the snowstorm. Every place else was closed but this place. But it was fucking great. It's not like a shitty Irish
It's weird.
bar.
We were with you the night of the snowstorm.
Yeah, so
and we
why
all
were
went to
we-
bed at midnight. So God knows. And did you make Don pay that money?
It was part of my per diem. We get a per diem. We could use it. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay to use the per diem.
No. First of all, it snows, so you get to be drunk? No, that's not what the per diem is for.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
for
alcohol.
provisions.
It's for food. I'm going to fucking tell Don I don't want alcohol in that anymore.
Don't.
I don't even think
Manny
he's
just
supposed
got.
to be putting
You take this
alcohol
girl
in.
out, right?
Yes.
And what happened next?
Then we leave she had to go walk her dog. So we leave the bar and, we vape. She had a vape pen.
Smart.
Yeah. And so we're vaping and then, walk the dog with her. Cause I was being like a nice guy, you know?
How's the dog?
It was a nice dog. It's a nice dog.
That's weird that you first moved to New York and get a dog.
She
You know what I
brought
mean?
the dog with her.
That's weird that you would bring a dog to New York.
Midtown.
Yeah.
I was really weirded out by Midtown. I was
Is it
why are
like
you
a
living
little dog?
here? I'd say it's about a foot and a half long.
Okay. We're going to measure dogs.
That was also
Like-
longer than a foot and a half when he just pointed.
It was about this fuck out, 2 feet long.
You're right. He is stupid. Peter. Thank you.
He's on top of it.
All right, so let's get off the dog walking.
Okay, all right.
And get to the business part of this.
All right, oral sex afterwards.
Oral. Giving or receiving?
Receiving.
She was giving. One of them was giving, one was receiving. All right, let me take a look at this fucking cocksucker.
Jesus Christ.
Literally, that's what she is. That's what he means.
Come on.
That's not what she
She does
did.
suck cock, does she not?
This is me.
See, the whole thing about that is her saying, I'd rather put your penis
Yeah.
in my mouth than make
He's got
love
to find.
to you.
He's got to find the best picture of her.
No,
It's,
nice girl.
Shark Week, right? Is that why she did it?
I don't know.
I mean, shark. Oh, okay.
Blood in the water.
I literally was thinking TBS.
Me too.
By the way, why would she take a selfie of herself in front of all these jars of something?
She loves tomato sauce?
No, it's like some pickled ball or something. I don't know. It's some
It
weird
was like she
product.
thought she was being cool. Like, hey, look at these balls. I love them. You know me.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
So, in her apartment,
Yes, in our home, yes.
how was it?
It was good. It was nice. The apartment and the oral.
What do you think she pays for that place?
She told me $2,400.
Roommates?
No, none.
Ooh. What'd she do?
What does she do?
Finance.
Yeah. Drug money.
Drug dealer.
She's not a drug dealer. Jesus Christ, Anthony. See, this could be you, but you're not fucking on Tinder.
Doorman building?
No. Walk up. But second floor. So once I saw the elevator, I was like, fuck me. I was
It's
actually
going to be a bad look.
The whole time that she's blowing, you're just like, fuck. You're eating baby aspirin.
But it was a nice time, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I understand what the oral sex is, Chris.
All stoned and drunk.
Oh, you were high as shit off her fucking vape, huh?
Yeah, because
Is that your first time in a while?
Other than when he's blackout drunk, he said.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said
3 weeks. Oh, smoking weed or getting blown?
Oh my God! I'm not asking you how long it's been since you've been blown.
Go to HR.
You fucking weirdo.
Right.
It could be misconstrued.
You know what? This is work, okay? These are your coworkers, not one of your cock-sucking high girlfriends.
Yeah, exactly, Chris. This is a safe space.
Our vapes are not weed-related. They're vape-related.
This is just for the love of the game. You know what I mean?
So you think you'll get together with her again?
Yeah, I believe we're going to see each other after I get back from that wedding.
Can I tell you something? I think it'd be a great idea to take her to that wedding.
Absolutely.
You think?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I just met this woman.
Yeah, but she'll say no. But you should float it like it's a great idea.
And it's a cool thing. I actually went once on like a first date to a wedding. It was a weird move, but it ended up being really fun. I didn't know anyone there. So it was just like everyone was dancing. It was a fun time.
And dude, me and my friend crash weddings all the time. You know, we just feel like it's a fun thing. You know, and we'll do some research and we'll find out what happens there.
You guys are just a couple of young dudes just hanging out.
We'll look back on these times.
That's the best. We're not that young.
I don't even think I'm going to make another movie after this. You know, it's turning on me.
Wow. Chris, get this thing stand away from me.
See if Zito can get you a +1. You know what? +2. I want you to take Vito too, since he's not going to Austin.
He loves vacation.
Wait, just stop threatening me over this Austin thing.
Well,
dude, if you ever say stop threatening to me, I will fucking pull the plug. You demanding little fucking prick.
I'm sorry.
Learn to read a Wikipedia. That maybe I'll make you stay home for a week and just read the Wikipedia over and over.
Please don't do that. I remember when when we were all wondering what Brian Williams' daughter's name was? Who said that, right?
What are you doing, fucking holding these things against me?
No.
Now it's a fucking give and take? I thought your check was plenty for that.
No.
You what? So you want to say, oh, remember when I did my job? Come on, Vito.
I'm just bringing up my pros.
This is why you're not going to be in his league. He's walking dogs. He's vaping. Yeah. He's fucking getting his knob taken care of. All right? He's living a life.
I'm enjoying myself, you know?
Now, did she say, or did you ask for it, or how did it get to that point? You guys were making out for a while?
Yeah, we were making she invited me upstairs. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is going well, okay.
Yeah.
And then, I made a move. We started making out. Mm-hmm. And then eventually I took my penis out.
You
Great move.
Hold on. You just took it out? You might have just got one of those, I guess so.
I'm not pushy or whatever.
No,
it wasn't like
you took your penis out.
That's kind of being pushy.
It wasn't like it wasn't getting grabbed or whatever.
Yeah, she
fucking mutual fucking groping.
Did you push your head towards it?
No, I was not a fucking crazy asshole.
You took your penis out during a makeout, a first time makeout.
Heavy makeout.
I'm just saying, you might consider that she might have been like, "Oh God, well this is happening. This is what I should do.
I don't want to be killed."
Yeah, she might have just went, "All right, I wasn't planning on going this far, but now it's just awkward. Now there's a dick out, just a dick out on my couch."
Where were you? In bed or couch?
Couch.
Oh, man. She had no idea it was coming. She had no idea it was coming.
Take the dick out.
Also, she should have at least requested for the dick to be out. You can't just take it out.
It was getting groped, Gail. Okay, it's not like fucking there's a dick.
Yeah,
no.
but it was being groped over the pants.
Yeah,
yes, correct.
Then you took it out.
Yes, because I was getting groped. I thought maybe I should just take it out. Let's see what happens.
Oh, God.
I would have put it away if she said, put that thing away.
Why are you screaming at us, man?
Nobody wants to
fucking stay calm.
Can I just say, nobody wants to have to say, put that thing away. It's not a comfortable thing for a woman to have to say.
I would if she would have asked.
I understand you wouldn't rape her, is what that's what you're trying to clarify?
Pull that.
She should have been like a waiter and just put a fucking napkin over his lap.
There you go, sir.
Don't you hate it when they attempt to put it on your lap?
I don't really like it, no.
I'm like, dude, I know where a fucking napkin. I'm not going to stuff it in my shirt like some fucking mouth breather. Let me do it at my own time. I'm not even eating bread.
I'll be honest, I don't particularly even like when they do that, like, you've gotten up from the table and they refold your napkin for you.
No, I don't like that either.
I like that.
But now you gotta unfold it back on the lap again.
I feel like it's somewhat cleaner.
It just... Well, A, you're wrong. And B, it's like, I guess while you piss, I'll take care of what you should have done yourself. I gotta fucking...
Pushy.
I feel like I don't want to fucking just tell Vecchione stories out of fucking proportion, but I'm going to say this. So, he wears a white shirt the other night because it's Easter. And he's like, and it's the night before Easter. And he's like, I'm wearing this white shirt for Easter. I said, good. That's great. He goes like this. I went out to eat before I came here. And he goes, I took my shirt off. Sat there with my t-shirt on because I didn't want to spill anything. And I go like this. That's exactly the kind of guy who beats up his wife. You know what I mean? That's what a guy who's going to beat up his wife takes off his fucking shirt.
I mean, this weekend having been so, like, ridiculously warm out of nowhere on Sunday, just watching the people who just went full tilt, like, in summer wear way too fast.
It happens every year.
Every year. They're like, I'm gonna bust the shorts out immediately. I've been waiting for this shit.
Well, I was out the other day, and you know that new building that has all the weird shit in it? You know, every 20 floors, there's like...
On 57th, like clear. It's like clear.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I walk over to that building, and I'm going to ask them, you know, what's going on there. The building has a little sign that says, by appointment only. Like, you can't walk into the lobby. It looks like they're acting like they're in the suburbs and not in the city, right? I go, well, this is fucking weird. But then I see some weird tourists walking up. I'm like, you know what? I'll follow these humps up so I can ask my question. A guy comes walking out of the building to stop us all. And he goes, do you have an appointment? And you have to go.
What?
Yeah.
Well, what's going on in there? It's just a serious, like, it's all...
It's going to take Mel Gibson to find out exactly what's going on in that building. Because these dudes look like the kind of guys that stop Mel Gibson from going places.
And is it a residential building? That's what you're trying to figure out?
It's none of my business.
Yeah.
It's none of my business at all. He's not there to answer my questions.
Yes, I
have to make an appointment to ask questions. I'm just security. And this is a private place. Can you imagine walking up to a building in New York, a guy sees someone walking and steps outside and walks towards you?
Yeah, that's very strange.
It was fucking the nuttiest thing I ever saw in New York. And I don't understand why every 30 fucking floors there's these blank things with a circular thing there. I'm sure it's for something, for the stability of the building and air circulation. But they're not the tallest building in New York. I think they're keeping nuke fucking reactors in there.
Oh, God.
I believe, and it's going to take Mel Gibson to find out. I don't have the fucking skills to get up there with this guy stopping me. I mean, I'm not like you, Mel. Someone says you can't come in, I just turn right around. It's not worth it to me. So, now, not only that, you say they're on 57th Street. The front fucking entrance is on 56th Street. They put their entrance down as Park Avenue.
What?
Yeah. And they're at least 30, 40 yards from Park Avenue.
No, you have to
There's
go...
a building in between them and Park Avenue.
Then absolutely not do you get that address. I don't even like when a building is at the corner, their main entrance is on a street, and then they give... the avenue as their location. Right. If your main entrance is on a street, that's the street.
So what do you think? Did they buy the Park Avenue name from fucking New York City? I mean, something is fucking crazy going on there.
It wouldn't even be worth the confusion, though. Although I guess they're trying to keep people away.
Yes, they don't want anybody in there that doesn't already have cougarangs and ready to make a fucking weapons deal.
My God.
Yeah. I think Steve Bannon lives there.
Wow.
He lives in one of those blank floors. He's just roaming around.
He's like Al Pacino in that devil thing where he doesn't even have a bedroom. That was the weirdest thing. Oh, you're like, oh yeah, the devil doesn't lay down.
Yeah. Doesn't need to.
The devil takes his penis out on the girl's fucking couch.
That's for sure.
And forces her fucking head down on it.
I'm not forcing anyone to blow me.
Seems like you are, Chris.
I'm not.
You forced the issue, that's for sure. Even if you didn't physically force it?
Physically. Yeah, she felt physically threatened.
I took a shot, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, right on the couch?
No, I'm not talking about the semen.
Where'd you put it?
It was on the face.
Oh my God. Of someone you just met.
Classy.
You just met her. You didn't want to...
Look, I was all messed up, okay?
Sounds like a sweet girl.
Then what'd you do? Get up, pull your pants up, and walk out the door without even so much as goodbye?
Leave the door open.
First he stopped at the fridge, took an orange juice, drank straight from the carton.
Stepped on the dog on his way out and left.
Jesus Christ.
This fucking Tinder is just horrendous. Why are you going something nice like a Match.com where you can be together with someone?
I'm not
plenty of
some
fish.
Fucking lonely girl who does it. You know what I mean? She's new to the city.
Yeah.
Just walking, just her and her lonely dog.
Oh.
What about Christian Mingle?
I tried the J-Date one, but
Why are you going Christian Mangle?
I don't like the Match.coms and the Christian Mingles.
Right, because it has to do with personality and like pros of dating you.
Just about getting blown in a fucking telephone booth on 56th and fucking 9th. Where did she live?
She lived on 47th.
Who lives on fucking 47th?
Dude, I was as shocked as you were.
What is she, a Benihana?
I was shocked when I was like, why'd
47th and what?
9th? Yeah, 9th, yeah. It was 9th.
She's like 200 yards from here.
I know, really close.
Might invite her over today.
I think she's at work.
You got her number?
Yes, I have her number.
Give her a ring. I bet she doesn't get back to you. Because how awkward the whole thing was.
I mean, there's a chance.
Have you talked to her since?
We made loose plans to meet after I get back from this wedding.
Loose plans.
She was like, yeah, we'll definitely hang out.
If I'm not,
Don't worry, that wasn't a sympathy blow.
If I'm not busy.
Whatever.
Are you okay with the fact that might have been a sympathy blow?
100% okay with that.
Okay.
Can I just say something? I don't blame him here. Feel sad for me all you want.
I'm fine with it. I got a girl in Austin I think I'm going to see when we get down there. Then there's another artist girl I'm going to see when we get back. It's going fine.
Who are you saying that to, Chris?
You guys, because you're judging me.
Or yourself. What's the Austin girl like?
She's the bartender.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bartender or beer tender?
Seems like
I hate it. If you don't make fucking cocktails,
yeah,
you're not really a bartender. I'm a bartender at a fucking beer and wine place.
If you're just a tap puller.
And I match with this.
I don't know if that's a term.
It is now.
It's gotta be now.
Because I'll say to somebody, I know you think you're fucking talking down to me, but you're a tap puller. What are you doing? What are you handing me?
There's another girl I matched with in Austin trying to meet up
Look,
with.
I touched his phone and it just fucking turns around. Those fucking Samsung blows. And before you know it, North Korea is dropping fucking bombs on them.
It's bad news for me.
What the fuck?
What is that? What kind of world is she in?
I don't know, some sort of shitty filter.
Let's see. I'm just looking for somebody.
Oh boy.
Who has a dog, a beard, and a job to open pickle jars for me.
I could do 3 or 5 of those.
That only I really don't like that. I don't like that.
She doesn't ask for a lot. I don't have a dog, but I got those 3 other things.
You can open up a pickle jar? You can open up a pickle jar?
I got for.
Look at her. She's tiny as fuck.
Dude, she's little.
You'll fucking crush her.
You're gonna kill her. Oh, she's really cute.
Killing anyone.
By the way, there is a shot of her at a beach, then a shot of her at like a rapids, and then a shot of her snowboarding.
Oh, boy.
my God.
Well, look,
These
am I
are
gonna do
not
any of those things while I'm in Austin? No. So I am going to worry about that shit.
Get so
Hey guys,
mad.
I'm going to be late for the show. I'm fucking kayaking.
Wait. And by the way, she's never the only girl in the picture. I can't fucking figure out which one she is. Oh God, this is psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her Lauren down the hall pick. All right, by the way, I'll tell you who can get him in real life. That's our good buddy Ian Finance. I saw him the other night, and I go, Ian, did you just fuck the 1970s? Because go to the Bennington Show Twitter. He came in when I was at the standing room, did a guest spot. How do you not find our own Twitter? Where the fuck are you at right now? What is that weird page you're on?
That was just twitter.com homepage.
I'd see if you can find the picture of him out front. Oh, they didn't put up the fucking cool pic?
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, he's got this whole look, and he's got his lapels on the outside.
Right.
And he already looks like it's the 1970s. He was fucking hysterical.
You know, I was just thinking about, like...
Chris, click the right arrow. Click on the picture, click the right arrow.
Clicking on the picture.
You can't find it.
Here we go.
What are you doing?
I don't see it.
Anyway.
Is it the Bennington show, or is that...
It's on our Twitter. I think I can only
It's
see
on
it on
the
my phone.
Interrobang's Twitter, what?
I can't see. I don't think I can see it on a computer. I can only see it on my phone.
Why would that happen? I just want you to get a fucking close-up of him. Oh, there it is right there. Look how fucking cool he is. He's the fucking coolest person ever.
Honestly, I love that dude.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, it's sick.
Dude, he goes on stage, right, and crushes it. He just did a drop-in, like 5-10 minute set, and was crushing it. He was like moving around like a 70s hipster, and I'm like, just keep this all the time.
Yeah. It's a very good look. And he does it very well.
Chris, you can't find the fucking simplest thing. Let me see that picture again. Because when I saw him, I fucking loved it. I was almost homesick when I saw him looking like that.
I want to go to there.
But here's the thing about him, though. He really does get into that, he likes not just transsexuals, right? Which you think would be hard enough to find.
Yeah.
Black transsexuals.
Yeah.
Taller than him.
Yes.
Able to beat him up, I think, is what he wants.
And, like, I think that he is also... No, I was going to say he's pansexual, but that would be like... But he's not into just dudes. But he's into women as well, like cisgendered women.
Yes, he loves women.
Cisgendered women.
Wait, what do you mean cisgendered?
Cisgendered is the term that they now use. It's what I have to say to describe myself to guarantee that I was born with a vagina. So cisgendered means you were born with these parts, and that is how you identify. It's what we used to call a woman or just a man. Is a cisgendered male, cisgendered female.
I didn't know males were cisgendered.
Yes, cisgendered. You were born with all the parts of a man. You feel like a man. You identify as a man.
I felt like I had this whole thing figured out until Zeke from Survivor said that transitioning, and I thought Zeke was going to turn into a woman, but Zeke has already transitioned.
Yeah, Zeke is...
But is now gay.
Right. That's where it gets tricky because your gender, whatever you choose your gender to be has nothing to do with your sexuality. Jesus. So therefore you could be a trans person who is gay, or you could be a trans person who is straight. And that is not, those two things don't go hand in hand. just like they don't for cisgendered people.
Now,
it's tricky stuff.
Here's the thing. For me, that's always a learning process. With Ian Finance, he's got it. Don't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It comes as natural to him as a duck to fucking water.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't struggle with it.
He doesn't even feel the need to, like, announce or explain.
Right.
He'll just say, like, when I'm with someone who is female and has a dick, and then you're like, oh, okay. So that's...
He loves to bring it up, though.
Yeah, he
loves
does.
to bring it up.
He really does. He's a cool dude, though.
He really, fucking so much fun. He's playing Levity Live, and if you get in, I forget where it is. It's upstate somewhere. Nyack. Oh, was it Nyack?
Yes, I believe it's Nyack.
Now you panic. You were just going to yell out Nyack. But
West Nyack.
What's that? West Nyack?
West Nyack.
Right off the train station?
Yes.
Why are you short? When you get short like that, you feel like you're being businessy. Go see him. He's he had his fucking on the floor the other night. And he wasn't even supposed to be doing a fucking set. He just swings by. He's got his fucking lapels on the outside, having a smoke. And he's like, Ron, I like to move around. It was so fucking funny.
Dude is very jive.
He's jive. You're right. They should play Jive Talking when he comes walking through the fucking room.
Love that song.
Who wouldn't? At everything.
But, I was just in a conversation about the style of the 70s, and this is what's interesting to me. So, style of the 70s changes. Suits become totally different, the collars, like, kind of these, like, what would be considered almost like effeminate kind of patterns and stuff. Guys wearing, like, floral shirts with loud suits, big collars, right?
Yeah.
So that becomes a trend with young people, but it immediately becomes a trend with older people. Has there ever been a time where every generation seemed to embrace the style the way the 70s was? Like, you would see older dudes. Like, this conversation came because I was looking at old pictures of, like, my boyfriend's family, and his grandfather, who was an old man in the 70s, is just, like, rocking, like, 70s look. Like, why did this happen?
I don't know. No one can understand. Here's the way I say it. The 70s is when the 60s came to the suburbs.
Right.
Like, people during the 1960s, they hated all that. And then in the 70s, they just completely adopted it.
Yeah. It's so, but like, think about, Pharrell comes out in his big hat and his, like, short suit.
Today,
imagine your grandfather was like, oh, that seems pretty good. And then they just, like, rocked that. Like, everyone across the board went, let's all dress like it's the 70s, not just the young people.
By the way, I just saw this on Chris's phone. $1,000 you don't fucking date this skinny little girl.
The blonde girl?
Yes, because I'm looking at the text fucking thing that you have with her. All right, this is what happens. So Chris writes to her, I have a job, a slight beard, and can open pickle jars. No dog, though, because that's because I work too much.
This hurts me.
I do love dogs, though. Then she writes, oh no, a very essential piece of the puzzle is missing. Here's Chris. Shit. What? Okay, what if I kidnap a dog?
That's good.
Also, you're up crazy early for a Saturday. Impressive. And then, shit, this no dog thing is really fucking me. And then,
this is so weird.
I'm fighting this fucking leather. This is so fucked up.
And then she never contacts him again.
No.
After all that dumb talk. You don't have a fucking shot in hell with her.
Look, this Tinder thing, this is what I've discovered. Sometimes women just don't go on the app for a while, and then they come back. So I'm throwing my shit out there.
I'm calling shenanigans.
This was 2 days ago. And you were literally talking with her, and she dropped everything.
Yes, she did. But that's happened before.
Can I just give a little advice? And obviously you're doing well for yourself, but I'm just saying, like, maybe don't, like, in your second sentence, bring up kidnapping of anything.
What's wrong with that?
Dog, human, anything. Just don't put it in anyone's mind. And then to say, this dog thing is really fucking me is a weird sentence from someone you don't
All right.
know.
All right.
I mean, if you said it to me.
I found another one. This is with Chateli. And she writes to Chris.
That can't be a real name.
No.
What's her name, Chris?
He's actually jumping.
Yeah.
I've never seen him move this much.
I don't know. I just talked to her last night.
All right.
Oh, God.
This is the first thing that she says.
No,
Are you ready? First thing she says. Will you fist me? I mean, sure, if that's what you're into. Glad to know that you're down for whatever.
Oh, God.
I'm a pleaser. What are you into? In what sense?
Oh,
well, whatever sense you want to answer.
Oh, God.
Well, I'm in drinking,
Oh, God.
sci-fi TV shows and literature, and rough sex.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot with a question mark.
Oh my.
Oh, God.
Then he writes,
Help.
into, not in.
That was a typo.
Seems like we have common interests. Do you watch Game of Thrones? Yeah. Read the books as well. Comes back in July, right? Awesome. I'm reading Clash of Kings right now because
It's her.
That's
no, this is all you. Because you didn't get into sex talk. You went into your drinking
You're
and
like-
sci-fi.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah,
It's
thank
so
God.
good.
Game of Thrones is pretty much life for me. LOL.
It's her saying that.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Chris. Ha. Wonder if we'll ever finish the books. I hope so. I'll be able to finish The Winds of Winter, but he might not be able to finish A Dream of the String. No way. He's burnt out. Sad face.
True.
Well, I
It's
think
all
he might
true.
have dug himself while with the, I don't know, Daisies and Marine plot. Yeah, he fucked up.
Daenerys and Marine plot.
Mm.
That's Daenerys Targaryen.
How did you take that?
She was talking about getting fisted.
I don't know. I think it was bullshit.
I think you're bullshit.
I'm not bullshit.
Here's one. You didn't even answer Rachel. Hey, how are you? 2 days ago.
You don't
No.
like Rachel?
Let me see. Can I see Rachel? I don't know.
Yeah, she's a cutie. She's like, I mean, she's going close up on her face.
Oh.
Let me see. Let me see why you don't like Rachel.
No, she's Austin.
You're man. Rachel seems nice.
She's a little heavy for him.
I think she's just right.
Oh, God damn it. Now you fucked it up where I can't read all your stupid fucking texts.
We have live reads.
Here's why you didn't pick Rachel.
Yeah, I think you guys are well suited.
She's biggin'. Although her shirt says I'm a horny slut.
So you have that in common. Oh my God.
I also believe she's transitioning.
And we're okay with it.
Oh man, you fucked me over. All right, we got a break here. More disgusting Chris talk when we get back. Bennington.
Hashtag Bennington. Don't fight it. Just ride the snake. Snake, 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 snake.
Know what you mean. Like a dog, like a dog, like a dog. No, it's a dog, like a dog. And all you see is all you need. Beating down like a sun. And all you breathe is in the sea. the chosen one.
Leeds kicking a little ass for us today.
Damn, that is a good song.
They got a gig coming up, huh, Chris?
Yes, they do. July 4th in New Jersey.
In New Jersey, is there a special place, or we just drive around the state until we hear like a dog and drive over?
There they are. I can hear them.
Connor, could you come over and tell us where you're going to be playing in the Garden State?
Okay, so it's July 7th. Sorry about that.
7th.
It's in the area of July 4th. At the Brighton Bar in Long Branch. And this Friday we're going to be playing Coney Island. And next Friday we're going to be playing Philadelphia.
Nice. They're all over the place.
Coney Island, baby. Philadelphia. I'd like to see Jen show up one of these shows, maybe with a tambourine. Like
We
that
need a
little redhead
tambourine
girl in the Partridge Family.
You do, like, I mean, doesn't every great rock band, don't you need like a hot girl somewhere on the stage?
I think that needs to be done.
Yeah.
At all times. And I told that to Fleetwood
None of
Mac.
us look that good.
I'll bring you some groupies. So it makes
We
you-
never have had any. So
Yeah, but you got to buy their drinks and do all kinds. Very,
There's
no,
very
pay for your
difficult.
own.
They're going to be like, this isn't pop.
bottle
This isn't
service
R&B
is part?
pop. Now, Jen was telling me that she would like to go to Coachella the other day, and I'm like, what bands do you like there? And she goes, oh, well, I don't care about the bands. What is it that you like it?
No, they play hip hop. Like they had Drake, Future, The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar yesterday.
We always send people from here. If you would have let me know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
we
I could have
known
went to
that.
Zito, who's normally in charge of it. They go up there and they put up a banner like, hey, we're doing work, but you know.
They're just at Coachella.
Yeah, you're going to be at Coachella and you're going to see a banner and be like, oh, I want to get that now.
Now, how much fringe would you wear if you were there?
A lot. And, you know, possibly like a little two-piece outfit. Like girls there, cause it's so hot, they're like in the middle of the desert. So they usually wear like little bathing suit type pieces.
This is like a thing that happened. I'm not sure when this happened. It's like kind of Coachella related. But a few years ago, there started to be this term of like festival wear and like festival ready
Yes,
costumes.
you know why? When the Kardashians started fucking going, then it became, what are you wearing to the show?
Now, here's the thing that I think is so strange. It's not like these outfits are bad, but they're just like, you're like weekend punk with this stuff. Like, you don't normally dress like this. This is not a bad outfit, but don't you think there's just something a little strange of like, I'm doing a kind of 70s cosplay, you know, or like 60s fringe. Like, it's kind of like I'm at Woodstock, but modern.
But that's not regular people doing that. That's the models and actresses, right?
No, it's regular people.
Now regular people do it, and now they're like, they sell clothes specifically to
I
like
hate your generation so much.
festival ready.
Fucking hate your generation.
And do you want to know something awful? I had a circumstance where I was with a group of people and I was talking shit on that craze of the festival wear. And I was like, yeah, like if you're going to dress like that. And like what's worse is these clothing companies that like put out stuff like festival ready. Like, and I'm like, that's so awful. And one girl was sitting there and she's like, I own a clothing company and that's what we do. And I was like, which is great for you. I was just like, what is the circumstance of like, I had to be sitting there going, yeah, I just think it's weird to just, it's like concert cosplay.
Yes, because you guys have turned everything into Halloween.
Why am I in it? I don't Halloween it.
Look, and I'm not just blaming it on that. If you go to a fucking game, you're expected to dress now in a certain way.
Yeah.
So I go to a fucking football game, And they're like, people around me are like, where's your jersey? And I go, oh, didn't you hear? I'm not on the fucking team. You know what I mean? I've aged out. I'm not playing today, so I thought I'd come in my clothes. Rather than pretending that I'm riding pine watching a game. You're fucking insane that you're supposed to dress like the team. Now you go to a movie, you're supposed to dress like the people in the movie. You go to a fucking rock show, and you fucking dress like people who used to honestly dress like that and go to rock shows.
It's a little strange. No, I'm not against, like,
I am.
Like going out and wearing something fun that is you. It's just weird that it's like at no other time in your life do you dress like that.
Everything can't be Rocky Horror. Right? And that's what they've done. And one time, I was at Rocky Horror and I was yelling some stuff out, and the guy says, no, you're supposed to yell. And I go, oh, so you're going to tell me how to heckle a fucking movie.
Right.
Right?
They have specific heckles already set in place for you.
You know what we were doing, me and a buddy of mine, is remember the guy who would be just like reading the thing to everybody?
The criminologist.
Yeah. We were going like this. Lou, Mer, like he was Baxter, right? And they were like, no, you got to do the right heckles. What are you fucking talking about?
Would you like a script?
I can't understand why everything is Halloween and you're supposed to dress up for it. Halloween was once a year. Now every holiday is Halloween. I don't know why. You know what? You want to make some money, Chris? We're going to run a fucking Uncle Sam drunk stumble bum on fucking July 4th. And, you know, you come down, we hit all the fucking bars. And within 4 years, we'll have 45,000 people doing it.
Right. Everyone dresses in the Uncle Sam beard. This is fun.
I saw these cocksuckers in costumes for the tax fucking thing yesterday. They're
costume for protest?
Yes, they're wearing protest costumes.
That is just bizarre. That's very strange.
One I liked, it was a guy in a barrel. He was naked under it. Like, okay. I always laugh at the barrel bit. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a barrel is much more expensive than fucking pants and a shirt. Right?
Right.
So you're fucking already shows why you're broke.
You're really committed to this costume.
Like a dog. No, that's in my fucking head.
I know. But at least
the kid's got a good rock and roll voice.
He does. It's a great rock and roll song. And, I mean, Lee's is crushing it. Fucking local summer tour. I love it.
On the island this weekend?
I heard that there was a thing in Coney Island that somebody had falsely reported that there was gunfire. And then that caused a trampling. So there were injuries because there was like a panic because someone thought someone.
There was trampling at the train station the other day.
Penn Station.
Really?
Cops shot off a taser and people thought it was a gun, and then the whole place just emptied
17
out.
people hurt.
Yeah, that's weird. See, that's like 2 in the same weekend. Like, people are on edge, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
people are just like, what is it? Everyone just start running.
Loud
My
noise.
nerves are shot. You know, we were talking about Chris's girl's apartment, $2,400 a month. A 1-bedroom or a studio?
1 bedroom.
And they came, there's that bit. I don't know why, but people get obsessed with the New York TV apartment, Seinfeld's apartment.
Yeah.
You could buy like a fucking, it looks like a Barbie dream house of Seinfeld's apartment now. But they have the layouts to all the apartments and what the cost would be in today's dollars.
Most of them are ridiculously unrealistic. Like, you brought up Friends. No way that could have existed.
The bit on Friends was that it was her grandmother's place, that she was doing with Chris Stanley.
Right. But what's this excuse of the guys across the hall? Like, how they
never brought that up. Although it seemed like Chandler made decent money.
Yeah, he was a little bit more of a suit than the rest of them.
That apartment, $4,500 a month is what it would go for.
Flip it.
Monica's apartment.
Yeah, easily. I mean, that thing is massive, and then you've got those like giant ceilings. Like, how many times have you even walked in an apartment that size in New York City, let alone just
it's in Manhattan, too. It's not like it's in the outer boroughs. And who else's apartment they got?
All right, the Sex and the City apartment.
That I've never seen the show, but I know it's in the Village. Is it big?
It's a 1-bedroom?
What would it go for?
$2,800 a month.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Yeah, that like at that point, you're just like, I believe it.
All right, the girls' apartment that Hannah lives in. That would be Lena Dunham's character.
See, I don't know this show.
The girls.
She's in Brooklyn, right?
The girls. Okay, girls.
She's in Greenpoint, $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom.
Is it like huge? Like that?
I haven't seen it.
Because at least they have like the location that makes sense. Like that's where somebody of her age would be living.
Yeah, I think
with
that
a
show is probably pretty dead on with how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Steinfeld apartment?
Steinfeld.
I've never heard
Haley?
of this show.
Is it Haley Steinfeld?
Steinfeld. $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom.
So that's.
But is that 1993 money?
1993 money.
Yeah, but dude, then you got to point that out. All right, never mind.
But
it's the Bennington show. Anthony, how'd you do running the board over there, buddy?
A-okay.
Okay, you can't just give a thumb up.
It's radio, I forget.
Yeah, it's radio. And you just want to get out of the, what are you, in the promo department?
Yeah. It's not that I want to get out of there.
You just got to get out.
If you don't just move me. I kind of want to get out, yeah. I love everybody there, but.
You love everybody, period. It doesn't matter. You're a very happy guy.
It does make sense, him being there. You're a friendly guy.
It takes a toll on you, though, every once in a while. You have to be always friendly.
Meeting too many listeners?
No, not like that. It's just like sometimes just people, no matter what,
stars?
Happy.
The stars?
No, not the stars. I mean, the stars,
I don't know who these people are that are annoying you.
People in your department.
No, subscribers sometimes are just.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but I can't really say that. And now that I just did.
Yeah, you said. This is a
now that I
fucking
just
safe
did.
place.
I feel like I'm gonna.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Have you ever met an awful celebrity though?
No, not yet. I'm
Really?
waiting for the day. Waiting for the day.
You've never had a bad experience.
Every person I've met has been cool.
Well, that's very lucky.
I met some people here that look like they're too long into their promo tour though. Just like fucking beat. You can't blame them.
Yeah.
You know?
That they're just like, and like they're on their 10th thing that day and they've been on the road. They I mean, you're going to be exhausted.
I saw a movie cast where there were 4 stars. In my opinion, the least biggest of the stars says, no, I can't stay to pose for pictures. And the other bigger stars did.
Just done with it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's got to be exhausting. I think that's weird that it's just like, that's all part of your deal. Like when you land a big movie, or any movie,
it's
really.
more important than anything else.
Yeah.
You got to be a name person, and you have to promo that thing, and now in multiple continents and multiple coasts in America.
Right. And then they're giving them X amount of late night appearances, X amount of radio, X amount, and you're just like, you've signed, like that's all like a different business you just got yourself into.
It is the business of show business. It's more business than show. Now, years ago, and I think to this day, Jack Nicholson has never done a late night show, and he was the biggest star in the country at one point. But by the time you got to Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks were the new breed who were like, I'll do all the shows.
Yeah.
I'll do fucking, Good Morning Akron. It's great to be here in Akron. Now, you know what else is great is my new movie that's coming out.
Yeah. And then like everyone before, like De Niro was never doing press, ever.
Pacino.
Yeah, never.
You weren't going to see Pacino. You weren't going to see De Niro.
I can't even think of an interview I've seen.
Dustin Hoffman.
With De Niro. Like I can't even think of.
Well, he does them now.
Yeah.
Because he still hangs around and does it. But I have never seen Nicholson do a show. Now, Nicholson would do all the magazine articles. You could read about.
Right. But he wouldn't do like a late night ever.
He never did Carson.
Wow. That's crazy. And then like, do you think that's just like because the business completely changed, or they were just at a status where they could just pull that off?
Well, in those days, it was like, we have a great movie with a terrific leading man and a great actress, and that's what people went to see. Now, it is a hype fest. I mean, the movie isn't good. Like, all the people who went to this Fast and Furious movie, they wouldn't know that it was going to be silly and not good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, that isn't the reason to see the movie. You want to be caught up in the hype. You want to be at the number one movie.
And then,
very odd.
Yeah. And then like the pressure of late night where it's like the same thing. Like you can't, not only do you have to be there, you have to show up and you have to answer all the questions. Like you have to also look like you're having a great time doing it. And you ever notice like the bad press someone gets on a late night appearance if they're just like a little bit low energy? They're just like, oh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they really, because I don't really watch any of the late night shows now.
Yeah, that you kind of have to come in, you know, you're dressed cute, your legs are oiled up, you're just like, yeah, I love this movie, and my co-star's so wacky. You know what I mean? Like, they're giving like 150% energy.
But what always kills me is like later they'll say, well, this movie I like, the last movie I pushed I didn't like. Like, why would I believe you now?
Right.
When you're telling, and they all get into this thing of when they have to go out and push a dog, which is, you know, that's almost like a pyramid scheme. Like, you know the movie's bad, but you're telling us it's fucking great. Fuck you, dude.
You lied to us.
Yeah.
You know you did it for that paper.
Well, you do it so you can stay in the game. You know what I mean? Like, there is only probably 5 people at any given time that are fairly like comfortable with their career.
Like if you're a talent agent or manager, you're telling somebody we're like a mid to high level star, mid to high. How long do you say you have to make a movie X amount of time to stay relevant? So you're just like,
first of all, you don't know. Like give me somebody who is relevant.
The J-Law, Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is a major fucking star. The last movie she did was A Dog.
Yeah.
Just a fucking terrible movie. I'm sure she got paid a fortune to do it. But she also didn't act in it. You know what I mean? It was her, a green screen, just a stupid fucking plot. Did they take that for money, or did they think this is the kind of sci-fi thing that keeps you working?
Yeah. And then like, but there has to be also a certain amount that you're telling your talent you can't be so picky as you make a movie every 2 years, even if you have money. Because part of it is just being in the theaters.
I think there's only one person that that takes his time and makes a movie, and that's Daniel Day-Lewis. Now, Daniel Day-Lewis goes in the opposite direction, where he hangs out during award season and goes to all those fucking things so he can get his Oscar. Because that is also a campaign.
Right.
In the same way there's a presidential campaign.
But he is in the position, and probably because he just already had a reputation of being a good actor, he didn't have to just be in
He's also a freak.
Films.
He's a fucking freak. That kind of career doesn't exist. Think of people who were hot and aren't anymore as movie stars. Think of somebody that 10 years ago they would have taken for any role, now can't work or doesn't work. Like that Wesley Snipes type thing, that Jamie Foxx type thing.
Right.
I don't know how Jamie Foxx fell off. He was up for everything before. Now I barely see him.
He was in every movie for like a couple years.
But do you think that's because he fucked up and did too many shitty movies?
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a formula there that you have to like pepper in throughout your career, good enough roles that you're keeping the quality and the quantity up at the same time.
But the quality isn't there for most fucking people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the quality movies don't make you a movie star now.
Right.
You know?
Well, Scarlett Johansson has been taking a lot of heat because her last movie, she didn't have a Twitter. And other than the whole whitewashing controversy, they said her not having a social media presence took away some of their box office.
Because that's so interesting, because like she's somebody who goes out and promotes a movie. She's
made it an Instagram and a Pinterest.
And like that could be something that company thinks is the reason, but there's no fucking way that her
it's all guesswork.
But look at this weekend, Fate of the Furious was the biggest opening of all time, and The Rock is obsessed with social media.
Yeah, but The Rock doesn't carry this movie. The Rock was an addition. to this fucking franchise.
He very quickly became the main part of the movies now.
But even so,
who would they get rid of? Him or Diesel first? Diesel's staying.
But
he's a fucking producer. I know you're a wrestling fan. I can't turn everything into a wrestling conversation. But I'll give you this. This is something that they worry about now. Is the trolls that are out there who go out and destroy ratings online. So there's somebody, they're after, I think it's like a Danish film or something that's in Variety today.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that these are the same kind of guys who made sure Ghostbusters last year got like a 1.8 or something like fucking horrible.
Right.
Because they are almost anti-marketers.
And the idea behind this is that these are regular people, or is there something more?
No, they're regular people.
Yeah.
They're regular people who just enjoy trolling. In the old days, we would call them pests. I don't know what they are now. But they are people who enjoy stuff just to do it. Well. It's Hard Rock Johnny. Johnny.
Bennington's.
What's happening?
This is just very interesting stuff that you talk about on your show on a daily basis, but this one is a little more interesting to me. And you were talking about the whole problem. No, this is my personal.
I mean, you know.
Listen to me. So you were talking about stars going out of their way to do all of the different press and who does and who doesn't. And the thing that I always found interesting was no matter how big the star is, so you take like an Al Pacino, when he does a Broadway show, will always, no matter what, after the show go out and talk to the audience outside and sign autographs and do pictures. And I find that amazing that they still, I think it's kind of because it's kind of the lore of Broadway and what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's the tradition of Broadway, I think. And the fact that you can't escape a Broadway theater like anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to really just walk out into the street.
And we talked about this before. It's such a personal experience. You know, you're not viewing something through the screen, so it does feel like there was a shared energy that was unique to that night and that moment. And so maybe it makes it a little bit more important to do that.
I don't know.
The other day, I walked by and Sally Field was standing outside. There had to be 150, 200 people standing around her after the Glass Menagerie. Just standing there signing for probably a good 45 minutes.
Wow.
And it's just like, you know, you would think that they don't have to go out and do that, right?
No, I would assume that they don't. I'm sure not everyone can. What's always sad is like there will be 15 people in the play and Sally Field is signing like that. And you see the other people just like see you, Sally. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for coming out and seeing me and Sally in this.
Oh, you were in this?
Very much. Very into it. You want me to sign that? Or you want me to just hand it to Sally?
You just pass that back for me.
Well, who's the biggest movie star in the world right now?
Who would you say is the big? I guess the guy.
I'd say Iron Man is the biggest fucking movie star in the world, and I don't know whether he can make a movie that isn't in that vein. I don't think that he could make a little personal film that goes for $100 million.
I was gonna say Pratt, and the same thing where it's
same thing. Pratt is
he can't go back to. Well, not that he was ever doing small movies, but he can't go back to doing maybe small comedies.
Yeah. I don't think those would draw. I think he has to be in the giant, weird franchise movies.
Yeah.
And does that mean that you're a star at all? When it's or is it the franchise that is the star?
Right.
I think it's the franchise that's the star. That if you're Spider-Man, you're big. If you're in Star Wars, you're big. The second you step out of that, it doesn't mean shit. Now, what kills me is they've taken all of our great young actors and put them in these shitty movies instead of letting them build their own films the way Jack Nicholson, Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman did.
Yeah, that's very true. That like they do scoop up good talent.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac's in two different giant franchises. He's Apocalypse and X-Men, and he's a fucking fighter pilot in Star Wars.
And before he was doing that, like what kind of?
He was making great little movies.
Yeah, he was doing like
Ex Machina. He did. He was in Inside Llewyn Davis.
Right,
He was a small part in Drive. It was all small parts, but he was good in all of them.
Right.
It wasn't always in small parts. Llewyn Davis was a starring role. But everybody's like, oh, watch this guy. He could be the next Pacino. He even looks like him. And now, why would you be caring what he's doing?
Yeah. And that he probably cannot downshift back into doing.
Dude, I saw a guy. I don't even know how I got into this. Here's what happened. I saw this thing Will Ferrell did, a Harrison Ford impression, and I'd never seen one before, and it was fucking great. So I went and just go to YouTube and put in Harrison Ford impression, and there's this really young kid who was doing Harrison Ford. All right, the one under, come on, where are you going? I think it's the kid underneath. Yeah. All right, no, turn it and stop it, because I want to do it right from the beginning. And give us a little bit of volume, Chris, because Harrison Ford talks slow.
Han Solo. I'm Captain Millennium Falcon. Cheerier tells me you're looking for a passage to the Alderaan system.
He even looks like him.
Fast ship.
Wow. It's even his like facial expression.
It's the ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Shit. So that kid, people wanted him to play young Han Solo.
Yeah.
And I guess they didn't give it to him. But that's insane. They should have gave it to him immediately.
Yeah, come
on. All right, go back to the other one and go Will Ferrell, but it's somewhere deep into it. And people are actually stepping on it.
Yeah, that's so crazy because that's like, it's a subtle impression, but it was dead on.
Yeah. I'd never heard anybody do the impression before.
And he was doing like the eyebrows
right
just
there,
like him.
Chris, stop there.
He's got an earring, and he kind of walks in,
Now
and
watch
it's
Will
pretty
Ferrell.
mellow yellow, and then he leaves, and
He's like, so what are we
that's
doing?
it.
He didn't bother to. I take it back a second. I want people to be able to hear this.
And it's pretty mellow yellow, and then he leaves, and
He's like, so what are we
that's
doing?
it.
He didn't bother to.
What's going on
I don't know why I still mark out for a good impression. I still mark out. Maybe because I can't do any.
Dude, that's hilarious. But I love that kid's impression. Is insane.
I know. So anyway, Johnny, that takes you back to the impression thing that you asked about. You've said you were finally interested in the show today.
No.
What's today
I'm
the
always
anniversary?
interested in the
What do
show.
you
I may be the most interested person ever in your show.
What's today the anniversary of, Johnny?
Nothing. That was the anniversary passed.
Not
My
really
own
the
personal
anniversary. The
by
anniversary is
Bennington.
420.
Yes, I know, because that's cool, man.
No, that's not why. That's just the actual first day of the show. It was a Monday at the time. That's why.
Right.
420, dude. Yeah.
You're the one who smokes weed. Why are you making fun of it?
Oh, not anymore. Too old.
Chris is getting back in.
Yeah,
maybe
Chris.
maybe
Chris
the two
is
of
getting
you.
back in, but he seems to be struggling with it. You got a bad story every time you do.
Yeah. And it seems like it's also blowjob related.
Did
like
you
the two have to go hand in hand.
Did you see
Giving or getting?
Trudeau in Canada is going for national weed, just legal weed all across Canada.
It seems like you've got to go now. Like no matter what your decision is, you got to go national. Like that's how it's got to be in this country. It's too weird. It's to have the states. It's too confusing.
What's confusing? One state you can do it, one state you can't.
But you can't because like the federal government it's still illegal on a federal level.
Yeah, but they don't go after anybody, right?
I think that like
Are they still raiding places?
I know that they were raiding places. It's still an issue of, the way the cash is, you can't, banking.
Nowhere near as much as it used to be, but every now and then they try to put some show of force. I don't know.
All right, Johnny.
Bennington's. Later.
See you, my friend.
Bye.
Hard Rock Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Jeff, New Orleans.
Hey, I would like to say about Will Ferrell, talking about movies. I'm a huge comedy buff, watching movies, Will Ferrell, old school Step Brothers, this type of movies.
Yeah.
They haven't had that type of movie in so long. You got Adam Sandler growing up. He was making comedies. I'm in my 40s, and it was a great comedy.
Yeah, they still do them, but there's at least once or twice a year, there's what they would call the gross out comedies. You know, like last year it was Neighbors 2, those kind of things. But Adam Sandler is exclusively Netflix. And I just saw Sandy Wexler, and I'm like, this movie was like a couple hours long.
Yeah.
Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. I tried to watch it. It was terrible. And they just had
he had a lot of his friends in it, though. So
yeah, a lot.
A lot. It's star-studded.
Hey, Ron, can I be Soft Rock Jeffrey?
Yeah, you're Soft Rock Jeffrey from this point on. So, I'll talk to you when I want to discuss bread or the band America with Ventura Highway.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Peace.
Have a good day.
Ventura Highway. Those guys seem like they never even wanted to sing directly into the mics.
She's like, can you just...
Do-do-do.
Just go ahead and lean right into that mic.
Can't. Do-do-do.
Don't be afraid of the mic.
Well, I was never did give nothing to the thin man.
Yeah, now you're completely off mic. Okay. You're swaying, and sometimes we're catching.
We're soft.
Okay.
We're nice. You've been going round. I don't know. They were just.
We're not even picking this up.
Those songs would just sell. Just fucking sell for a while. America. Hi, we're called America, and we're completely harmless.
There's nothing offensive about what we do.
We're going to sing about the laid-back lifestyle that we don't live. America.
We don't live.
This is the kind of music that you can listen to while having a stroke. Kind of calm you down a little. Hey, Tim, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Ron, I was just wondering if you happen to catch that Richard Pryor thing on Netflix from like 72 before his big specials.
I saw that like years ago on a what we used to call a DVD, which was called Developmental Video Distribution. I believe was the name that was for it. But yeah, this is when like he was at the Improv or something, and he just couldn't pull his shit together.
Yeah, he wasn't used to the camera. It was really, it's weird because he looked just like Richard Pryor from Sunset Strip, but just...
He wasn't there yet. Like he just didn't have it yet. Yeah.
No, I've never seen this.
I watched it and I thought, oh, this would be great. And then I was like, oh man, this is making me uncomfortable.
Right. It just felt like eating something that isn't ripe yet. You're like, oh.
It's a really good point. It's like eating a really hard peach. You're like, I like peaches, but I can't even bite into this. Well, I was never did give nothing food. Give us Ventura Highway so we can understand how laid back to get today.
We're going real soft rock.
Yeah, we're real soft. It's kind of like The Bridge. What is like the greatest soft rock hit of all time?
I would have to say it's gotta be like a Phil Collins. Cause he's kind of like king of soft rock.
Do you think?
Yeah, I would put Phil Collins as like one more night. Is that?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's soft
like,
rock.
It's
man.
like as soft as it comes.
Yeah. He actually falls asleep during that song. He's just like, Phil, get up. Wake up. See if there's a list. I hate to get anybody moving here, but see if there's a list like they would do of anything else.
Right. Greatest soft rock?
Yeah, the greatest soft rock hits of all time. Looks like Vito's all over this. And Vito, tell us who puts out the list, too. I gotta know.
So, I got one by VH1 right here.
All right, they should know.
That's
let's
their
go.
wheelhouse.
Start with 10 and go up to 1, and we'll see whether these should be in the top 10.
All right, number 10 is Chuck Mangione's Feels So Good.
Yeah, I don't know if I would consider a trumpet song to be soft rock, so I already have a fucking problem with them.
Number 9.
Wait, hold on for a second. Chris is eventually finding this. I'll tell you as soft as it can get is the song Wildfire about the horse that burst out when there came a killing frost. Is that on the top 10?
Not on the top 10.
All right, go ahead and play a little bit of it. This is pretty soft.
And who is this?
Michael Martin Murphy.
Yeah, he's a one-tricker.
Okay.
Already I'm dozing.
What?
This is like Western. Like, there's never been a Western piano, and there it is. All right, so let's get back to the VH1 list. Now, I'm going to give you another one. Was Please Come to Boston on this list, where a guy's constantly trying to get a woman to move to a new town.
Don't see it on the list.
All right, let's go to number 9.
Number 9, Hall & Oates, One-on-One.
Yeah, that's very soft and very sweet. Give me number 8.
Number 8 is the Doobie Brothers, What a Fool Believes.
Oh, no, I think that's a little too hard to be soft.
7, Kansas, Dust in the Wind.
Yeah, I don't think that they understand what true soft rock is. That's more of a power ballad.
Number 6, Air Supply, Making Love Out of Nothing at All.
Yeah, that belongs there.
That's a soft
That
rock.
belongs there. What about Seals and Croft, Summer Breeze?
Ooh, it's got to be on there.
That's number 14.
All right, Bob in Mass has a good one. Bob, what do you got?
Yeah, I got Ambrosia. How much I feel.
All right, Ambrosia actually
Definitely.
works. First of all,
how much I feel for you, Fezzy.
You know the great thing about Ambrosia, it's also a soft dessert.
Everything's soft about Ambrosia. I want our band to sound like Ambrosia tastes.
Dave in Ohio.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
On the Wildfire song, are there mountains in Nebraska?
Well, they're right next to Colorado, and there's mountains there, but you make a very good point, and for that, you're going to the pretty good prize closet.
Nice!
Ken, in Chicago, we're talking soft rock. There's the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond.
What's up, Benningtons? When I was in preschool back in the late 70s, our teacher used to play Christopher Cross sailing for nap time to get us to go to sleep. Still makes me tired to this day.
Careful if you're driving when sailing comes on. Beautiful voice, not a beautiful man. Christopher Cross. When this album came out, it was like the #1 album of the year. It was sold like fucking crazy. Soccer moms.
Yeah, it's mom music.
Yeah.
This is mom rock.
All right, let's go over here to Joe in Virginia.
Hey guys, maybe you remember from the 70s, Al Stewart followed up Year of the Cat with the blockbuster hit Time Passages.
Yes, Time Passages, which my friends and I, we're kind of somewhat of a little Algonquin table. We called Time Passages dime sausages. Hey, this is soft rock. Sounds of the 70s, 80s, 90s, the zeros, and now the 10s.
And beyond.
Charlie, Milwaukee.
Benningtons, I love you guys.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, anything by Jim Croce, really. Time in a Bottle, I Got a Name.
Yeah, he was a soft guy. He was a very soft guy. Jim, what do you got?
It's Tim, but it's Dave Loggins, Please Come to Boston.
Yeah, that was, I brought that up a little earlier where he just wanted to make people move all the time. All right, let's go into John. John, what's up, buddy?
Hello, Benningtons. How are you today?
Always good.
Great, I hope. And I would go with the Beatles' Blackbird or Norwegian Wood. That's a nice
time. Blackbird actually, was part of the Helter Skelter thing. And then a guy, I can't remember his name. I got to hit it from the top. Black man running with my TV set. And the place used to go crazy, and then he would end it there. But isn't that funny how far back that is? Can you even imagine anyone stealing a TV set?
It's so
like,
weird.
there's no one in the country that can't afford a TV set now.
And then the idea of someone stealing a tube TV already sounds so strange.
Well, we didn't call it tube TV. We just called it TV. And don't act like you guys didn't grow up with a tube TV.
We did.
You did.
We did.
And they were easy to fix, where now you just throw it out.
Right. There's no TV repairman.
Does anybody know what happened to Jen and what she's waiting for?
I don't know. I texted her. I just
Great.
texted her.
You don't have Vito doing it from the other room? You got to do it all from there. Let's go over here to Well, let's go back, Vito. Where did we leave off? Because I'm disagreeing heavily with VH1.
So we left off at Air Supply, number 6, Making Love Out of Nothing at All, number 5.
Well, first of all, let's just say Air Supply is almost probably, if you look at, they're like the U2 of soft rock.
Number 5 is Chicago, If You Leave Me Now.
Oh, Chicago could have 100 in there. But If You Leave Me Now is nice, soft.
Yeah.
All right, number 4.
Number 4 is Barry Manilow's Mandy.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought of, maybe because I never really thought of the rock aspect of that song.
Yeah,
But
I would
guess
agree. That's more pop than rock. All right, go ahead.
Soft pop.
Number 3, Rupert Holmes, Escape the Pina Colada Song.
Well, that's just the greatest song of all time.
No.
I don't consider this soft either.
I don't know what I consider this, but I don't know.
I think like the Loggins and Messina, like if you go to the bridge, you're going to hear America, you're going to hear the Eagles, you're going to hear Linda Ronstadt. That's the kind of stuff that you're going to hear some James Taylor.
Yeah. James Taylor's like that folk, like
He's
folk
the Dylan.
talk.
He's the Dylan of them. Go ahead, Vito.
Number 2 is Styx, Babe.
This would hurt Don Wiki Wicklund to his core. I had heard this before, that song went to number 1, Babe. And Styx broke up because of it. They're like, we're a fucking rock and roll band. We're not some pussy band.
They went too
And this
soft.
guy, I mean, he's the same guy who did Lady, and then he followed it up, later he did Babe. And this is like, dude, it's a good thing to be on the road. Stop acting like you're fucking sad every time we go out on tour. Babe, I'm leaving. This guy fucking hated leaving this chick. Here's Nick in Minneapolis.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Good. Dan Fogelberg. Anything by him gives you can have a nice cry. But I like Old Lang Syne.
It's got to be the worst song of all time that was a hit. I mean, it's literally on the point of everything that happened. And it just happens to take place on fucking New Year's Eve.
Not good.
No.
Not good.
Really bad. All right, Vito, give us the number 1 of all time.
The number 1 of all time is Sailing by Christopher Cross.
We already done that.
I know, but
why wouldn't you let us know back when we fucking did it?
Wait, now, what I'm really confused about is in their top 10, there's no Phil Collins, who I had already stated was the king of soft rock?
We're talking with Phil Collins's people.
But then again, aren't we all?
Wayne, what's up?
Oh, hey, Bennington. How are you?
Good.
Good. How about anything from, like, Captain and Tennille, Muskrat Love, something like that?
Muskrat Love is the fucking nuttiest song ever. But the Captain and Tennille, to me, they were fantastic because the captain actually wore a captain's hat.
Yeah. He's doing cosplay.
But Love Will Keep Us Together is almost impossible not to sing.
Yeah.
If you're a human being.
It's very catchy.
It's not like because people are doing this, they're somehow untalented or terrible.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just that what they choose to do with that talent is terribly wrong.
They're on the list, but it's not this song.
It's Muskrat Love, correct?
No, it's Do That To Me One More Time.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. VH1 we're done with. I don't know why you even went to that. Here's Bryce, also in Canada.
Hi, Benningtons.
Hey, man.
I'm starting to think it's not really a soft rock song, but I can't get enough of Dreamweaver by Gary Wright.
Well, I will say this about Dreamweaver. It's at least rock.
Yeah.
You know, some of the stuff you couldn't consider rock.
I think that you could call this soft rock.
Yeah.
I'd be willing. Very catchy.
Yeah. It's got that Alan Parsons weirdness behind it, too. Randy in Philly. Hey, Ted, what's up?
Hey, buddy. So is soft rock only in the 70s and 80s? Because to me, like Death Cab for Cutie was like the ultimate soft rock band.
Well, it's a very interesting point because obviously its roots are in that 70s laid-back sound.
Yes, and I would say that Ben Gibbard was inspired by that. Like, certainly there's Ben Gibbard things that sound very Phil Collins-y, but by the time they came around, I feel like people were just using like this blanket emo thing, even though it didn't really mean anything and it didn't really describe the music, but they got put in that category.
Was it making fun of people for caring about things? Is that why?
I guess so. It's like they were just like the sensitive. It was sensitive rock.
Let's go to Bo. Bo, what's up?
Hey, what's happening, Mr. Bennington?
Yeah.
And all y'all. Where are you forgetting your own ending theme song, Mr. Elton John?
Tiny Dancer is very soft rock. That's a really good point.
Call that.
Yeah. Early,
Right, little Tiny Dancer. Geez, anything, man. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Well, I don't know if Goodbye to Yellow Brick Road I would throw into that. That's more of a ballad. But Tiny Dancer is definitely, you could probably fit in. Eric in Colorado.
Hey, Bennington. How about Kiss, Beth?
I got no problem with that one. And that one teaches us a strong lesson that it is definitely in the world of makeup, bros do come before hoes.
Yeah.
Gary in Atlanta.
How you doing?
Yeah.
No, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
All right, Atlantic City. I didn't know we still had an Atlantic City after Trump.
Yeah, it's slowly sinking into the Atlantic, but, you know, what are you going to do?
What do you got?
So, how about Pure Prairie League, Amy?
That's a bridge song. I would listen to Pure Prairie League, Amy, anytime, but I couldn't tell you another Pure Prairie League song.
It's a good song.
It's a great song. If you were a girl named Amy, would you hate this song or love it?
I think I would like it. That's a good
Everyone I know that has their name in a song says they hate that song.
Really?
Everyone I've ever known. Robert, Baltimore. What do you got, buddy?
Hi, Ron, Gail, Chris.
Hey.
I was thinking of the song by Gordon Lightfoot called "If You Could Read My Mind."
Oh, that's a really good one. This is a song I never thought that I liked, and then late in life, Johnny Cash covered it, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is fucking great." Frank in Jersey.
Hey, Ronnie B, how are you, man?
Very good, my man.
How about Dave Mason? We just disagree.
It's actually a pretty good soft rock hit.
I'm not sure if I know that one.
You'll know it, I think, as soon as you hear it.
I'm listening.
Hey, Carl in New York. Carl, we got you, buddy?
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Good.
Got to tell you, Bertie Higgins, T. Largo, not only a great soft rock song, one of the laziest videos you've ever seen. I know it's radio, but you have to check it out.
Yeah, Bertie used to live down in Florida, and they would call on him. And he was kind of a knockoff of the great Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
He was even lazier than Jimmy Buffett. Look, there he is smoking a
just
cigarette.
smoking gently.
Yeah.
It's half a cigarette, too.
With that well-groomed beard.
This is a home movie. It's not even a video. This is a long shot of a fucking boat.
This is a good call.
Why is he opening it up so big, too? What's your hurry? You're out with your chick. You're fucking gunning it like you're out running the Coast Guard.
Where is he? What is he on now?
He looks like Wozniak, too. He could have played Wozniak in the movie. All right, here's Mark in Mississippi. Mark, what's up?
Hey, it's an honor, Mr. Bennington.
Oh, thanks.
I just think that it's hard to believe they've got a soft rock category without Edie James Taylor in there.
Yeah, James Taylor is a soft rock god. Don't make any fucking mistake about that. He's a soft rock god. Fire and Rain.
Yeah, that's probably
can cause people to hit the fucking floor.
That's probably the number one for him, for his soft rock jam.
It's probably the number one for any human being that's ever lived. There has never been a year that James Taylor, since the song came out, didn't do a summer tour that didn't sell out.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about William Joel and how he sells out. James Taylor's never been off the road, never not been a major draw.
And he always does like those summer outdoor kind of festival-y.
It's a smart thing to see him outside because you can take a picnic and you can sit in the thing, you can look at your chick. You're like, yeah, man, I am your friend.
Just eat some cheese and just listen to some James
By the way,
Taylor.
Big J told me that he was at Billy Joel the other night. He had his mom and dad up, and he said they went ape shit. They fucking loved it.
That's really cute.
And I will only say this. Joining Mr. Joel for New York State of Mind, is a 2-time Oscar winner. Mr. Kaiser Sose came out and sang New York State of Mind with him.
Really?
Yeah.
That really surprises me. That must have been a shock.
I remember when he was doing that, he hosted the Lennon tribute back in the, I don't know what it was for, but Yoko was there and everybody was coming out doing Lennon songs. And he goes, I think it's time for the host to get a piece of this, huh? And then he did Mind Games. Mind Games. So they said they went fucking ape shit for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Even rode my motorcycle in the rain. He said, and from what I understand, Louis J. Gomez, because God forbid that Jay should go out and not have, with his family and not have Louis J. Gomez.
He came with him?
Yeah, of course. Part of the whole family was there. But he scoped almost the entire show.
Of course he did.
For the people who still go to Periscope. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, Facebook Live is what it's all about now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We should Facebook Live when we're in Austin.
Yeah, and I'll be Facebooking Live in the buffet of Buffett.
Well, you're still bringing it up like you're going to do it. Hey, Johnny Go-Go wants to get on this.
Johnny Go-Go.
What's happening, buddies? I'm falling asleep here listening to all this soft rock.
Yeah, it's really good.
I feel like I'm in a spa.
Well, it's bad. It's the best of the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, zeros, and today.
I feel like when you talked about Styx, like REO Speedwagon fell into that same camp. Like half the band thought they were rock stars, and then Kevin Cronin was writing like "Can't Fight This Feeling" and.
Yeah, Kevin Cronin said, we need to fucking have the hits. So they did become a giant band, but everybody was embarrassed of them immediately.
Gail, do you want to slow dance?
I would slow dance this for sure.
Look, is he the baby, though? It just goes from the baby's head
yeah, I
to
guess
him.
so.
I think, yeah.
I just saw Kevin Cronin on the Comedy Jam with one of the Duplass brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I believe they did this one, too. They were smart.
I feel like I'm standing on the side of the gym in middle school when I hear this song.
I feel like I'm standing on the side of the Titanic. Yeah, this is a song for a 7th grade girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thinking about
Johnny Hard Rock switched over the Hard Rock one year to the Soft Rock Cafe and had Kenny G up on the marquee.
Somebody approached me once about investment opportunities into something called the Soft Rock Cafe. And it was Melanie. Remember Melanie? I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
I got a brand new pair of roller skates. If
I'm going to be honest here, it was her husband, not her. And he's like, don't you think? He goes, people love, this singer-songwriter stuff. We could get all the pants, put that up,
right?
Kevin Cronin's pants.
I'd have opened it with Jackson Brown's pants if it was me. All right, thanks, Jenny.
Bye, Johnny.
Peace. Dave, Columbus.
Frampton had one. I'm in you.
Oh, I'm in you. This was the song that was a big hit, but also hurt him. But he was kind of he would do a big, radio hit and then come back with the ballad. But I think Lines on My Face, where he threatens to cut his hair, much like Samson. And I saw him do that here in the lobby one day.
Yeah.
And I was fucking loving it. And
that was pretty wild.
I can't defend the song, but this is off Frampton's Comes Alive. I'd stop it for a second. She spoke of strangers that don't sleep to a bed. So I think she wanted a menage, is where we are here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go back. He says, I lived on your doorstep. I made you my wife. I don't need that.
It sounds like you did this.
First of all,
hey, man, I didn't ask you to live on my doorstep, okay?
I just wanted to be in a 3-way. Now, the other beautiful thing is, You could tell just by his guitar playing that he has gorgeous hair.
It's like the powers are coming from his hair.
It's as curly as his hair. And we're going to be in Austin this week. You can still pick up badges for any of the shows. Please don't take off Frampton during this. Leave them up.
AustinTheater.org to buy those badges. The club and podcast badge is still available. Now gets you into all the shows we're doing. Unmasked and Comedy 101. That's AustinTheater.org.
We have time to play By Your Side by him? Because that would be just a back-to-back fucking treat. No, we don't have time, Chris.
No, we don't.
You just have the balls to say, Ron, we're out of time for the show today. There's no more soft rock.
I'm feeling so good and soft now.
Oh, that's how Chris felt the other night after jizzing all over
God.
an unsuspecting girl's
I believe
face,
she suspected something.
dog, and cat.
Oh my God, Chris!
The dog had nothing to do with it. The dog was in the other room.
Disgusting. I didn't realize.
Chris sprays. That's his thing.
Oh,
He's a sprayer.
That could happen. Depending on, how
all
it
right.
feels.
Disgusting.
Chris Stanley, I'm going to give you a 10 for today. Gail, you get a 10.
Oh.
Vito, 3.
Oh.
You know why? You didn't tell us when we played the number 1.
I was excited. I wanted to keep going.
All right, that's it. See you guys again in 1974. Here's our soft rock, Tiny Dancer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!